When I was like 18 or 19, I started dating this guy, but then my mom had heard not good things about him being in drugs. The only problem is that I was really in love with this guy, so when we had to break up because of this, I said I'm never gonna fall in love again. My mom decided that she wanted me to have the experience of going to another country and learn another language. She decided that she wanted me to go to the United States, basically, as an exchange student. I didn't really know where I was going or who these people were until I got there. The most important thing was that this lady really taught me the love of God by giving me love. Finally, I went back home and my mom saw a big change in me. I was very grateful and very obedient. I would read my Bible every day. When I became an exchange student the second time, I was a 12th grader and I was only 14. So I went to, I chose my classes. I got there and she said, well, choose any place you want, and sit. And then I saw this guy there that he was alone in one table. I sat there. We became friends. I remember how comfortable he always made me feel, always this peace every time that I was talking to him. And we would paint together and we would talk a lot. He would ask a lot of questions about my culture and how do you say this in Spanish, and So we became very good friends, and at the end of the school, we exchanged the yearbooks and everything. All through the years, we've been in contact, and I always felt a very close relationship with him as friends. When I was like 18 or 19, I started dating this guy. We started talking about getting married, and I was so excited, and not only him, but his family were involved in drugs. I felt that I couldn't really bear with that, so I decided to go away. I was really destroyed by this. When I got back to El Salvador, a few months later, maybe 5, 6, 7 months later, I met this guy. He was introduced to me. I started dating him, and 4 months later, he asked for my hand. And I didn't really know this guy. Afterwards, I found out that he really got married with me because he thought that my family had money, and that he would have a nice, easy life with me. We were married for 18 years. It was a long time. This man really ruined my life. We started like normal relationship, but he didn't want to be loving or romantic or anything. He was like very simple. And then I learned to be that way too. He started being a little bit possessive, and then he would get more possessive and more jealous, and he would have a very controlling personality. He would get control over money, especially. And he started mistreating me psychologically. He told me what to wear. If I was late, he would ask me why. He would count the minutes. And he was always jealous that other men would talk to me, or, he was always asking me, do you like someone? I can feel that you don't love me, stuff like that. And then he really started criticizing me. He would always say negative things. So I was actually happy when he was not around. It was a lot of years. It was almost 20 years of being under his thumb. In El Salvador, it takes 1 year to get divorced. God knew what he was doing. I think that he was teaching me that I don't have to put any man before him. That first is the Lord, and then is everything else. And I made a list, and I said, Lord, I really don't want to choose a man this time. I want you to choose a man for me. Well, Brandon, I met him in art class and we were friends for so long. We would maintain this communication for 26 years, and he was always there to support me. And he wasn't a believer back then. When he told me that he had accepted the Lord, when he told me the changes that he was feeling, and he had such a violent change. He accepted it and he went with everything. And he told me, I wanted this chance all my life, and now I'm gonna take it, and I'm gonna tell you what my feelings for you are. So finally, after checking with the Lord, he gave me this word in Isaiah, that it said that you and your children will go back to the land. And that was such a promise for me. It meant so much. It was like he was talking directly to me and telling me, you're going to be okay, take the step. Finally, I came over here. So we got married, and oh my gosh, it's been good. The first year was so hard to be here without my children, and I would pray and I would take that word and pray every day. The Lord did his promise. Every time that he gives us a promise, he does it. And it's awesome how real he is. It's hard to explain to non-believers how real he can be. He's like the air that we breathe, that we don't see, but it's there. In my life, he has worked so much that there's no way I can deny it. I'm here to help somehow, someone, just to let you know that God is there. Just let God solve your problems. Whatever it is, just trust him, and he will do miracles that he has done in my life. My name is Beatriz, and I am changed.